Tell me about anti-lock brake systems.
Anti-lock brake systems. You can't air this though.
This is not approved?
Yeah, this is not approved. You gotta put that on private.
Okay.
Why? This is the anti-lock brake system. I'm not gonna say the noise though.
Oh, you gotta make the noise. Come on.
There you go. Just
whenever you get a bike, it seems like people have this, like, they're just drawn, and they don't even have to know you. These are gonna be total strangers. I like, just absolutely, like, they have this need to come up to you and tell you these crazy motorcycle stories. Like, and by crazy motorcycle stories, I'm talking like like how any motorcycle is just death. There's death coming, and that's it. Like, and it'll be some insane story that you're like, yeah, that never happened, did it? You'd be like, oh yeah, I see you ride a bike, man. I love it. It'd be so awesome to ride a bike, but this guy I knew that was married to my inbred sister, he was like riding a bike, and it was one of them dangerous sport bikes, you know. And he turned his head slightly, and it was like not even strong wind. It was like 10-mile-an-hour wind, and the wind just took him and threw him off, because you know those damn sport bikes are so light and crazy. I don't know why anybody'd ever have one, you know, and it just threw him off. And instead of falling all the way down, somehow as he's falling off the bike because of the wind, his nutsack gets caught in the chain, and it starts flinging him up, and you know, like up into the air, and then smashes him down onto the ground, and then back up in the air, and then smashes him down on the ground, just ripping flesh off his body, ripped his arm off. They could have sewn his arm back on, but then another sport bike ran over it and just crushed it. So it was like, just couldn't be saved, you know. And anyways, as it's going along, it's just slamming him and throwing him in the air by a sack, and there's gas, and the bike starts to go down because he's on the side in the weight, and the bike just starts dragging on the ground, and as it's dragging, it's leaking gas, because you know those Japanese bikes are so horribly constructed, and it catches fire because it hits the pipe, you know, and the bike's dragging, so there's sparks. And it's on fire now, and it burns off what little is left of his nutsack and his penis, so he has no penis or nutsack, and the bike just completely keeps sliding, and it's on fire. He's on fire, laying there screaming, and the bike explodes because of the fire, and it blows one of the wheels off because of the explosion, and the wheel goes flying, decapitates two innocent nuns in a convertible just riding by. So I mean, bikes are just, I just don't, oh, they're so dangerous, my God. You just, and I had another friend, he just went into a dealership and looked at it, and it blew up and killed him. It was just insane. He just thought about buying one. He didn't even buy it. He was like, he was gonna sit on it, and then it just exploded, and it freaking cut him in half, and it killed the salesman too. It was just crazy, and it maimed the manager. It like freaking blew his teeth out. Now he's got dentures, and he's only 25. It's just terrible. God, why would you own a bike? Oh.
God, I have not wished that upon anybody to go through anything like that.
That's kind of, I swear to God, and I know everybody's laughing and thinking I'm just exaggerating, but seriously, if you have a bike, these people will walk up to you and tell you these stories. Like, oh, I'd love to get a bike, but... And then you're like, here comes the story. And it's like, but, oh man, yeah, oh Jesus, you know, it's just, oh, so dangerous. This guy I knew, or this guy a friend of mine knew, or it's just some insane, ridiculous story like that. And everybody's got to tell you how dangerous. Oh.
True, okay, fine, I'm making that up. I'm a liar.
Right.
Everyone hate on me.
You get these stories, I know, like a lot of you are wanting to buy a bike, and you're like, oh, these don't really have it. But trust me, you get a bike, and someone will come up to you, just some complete stranger, and start telling you one of these stories. And heaven forbid, if you actually know somebody, they'll be like, oh my God, a sport bike? Are you serious? Oh, Jesus Christ. You're just gonna die, and like, oh, just buying one's gonna kill you. Holy crap.
The adventures.
And look what happens when you go to South Pond. Did you see?
That did not happen at South Pond.
That's exactly what happened.
That does not happen at South Pond.